Hello, Mr. Reese. Starting things out a bit different. Wasn't getting any response from the opener I create uniquely each time. That's alright. There's no sense of wasting my time on it. Thanks for showing up. I'm guessing that I'm just feeling my age lately. I need to know if the music's alright. It's not above my voice. I'm just kind of in a different mood these days. Too many years I'm watching the generation ahead of me destroy it all. And it's had an everlasting damage. You think they're wild and crazy now? They were wild and crazier back then. You'd see them, someone would run a house and there'd be 20 of them hanging out on the porch. Right on, Mr. Reese. I'm a full subscriber of Shit Happens. Alright, thank you. I can do that with my Roku remote. There, I brought it down 4 clicks. That should be great. Alright. I might even have my voice a little too high. I can change that just a little bit. And bring that down just a little. Bring my voice down a little. Thank you, sir. That's all I needed the last show, man. Gator Sky Exploration was going to come back. He thought he had to download StreamYards to come on. No, you just got to have a YouTube channel, and he's definitely got the hours. He creates his own shit. Yeah. People don't realize till you get so many hours. They give you what is it, YouTube? I can't think of the name of it now. So you can go in there and create. Yeah, that's free, but you got to have the hours. Hell, Reese, you got the hours, Reese. You know. Yeah. Yeah, just feeling winter blues, I guess. That's what I'm going to put everything off on. Saving up to get new tires for my mountain bike. I had to stop riding it this winter. They're not plowing around. They're not plowing properly anymore. They used to till this year. Nobody's cleaning their sidewalks off, and it's a fucker to ride on footpaths. It's kind of like a roller coaster or a bumpy road, but every 8 inches. Tiny feet people. Yeah. It's been a good day so far. Yeah, the only negative was my liquor store guy didn't have a pint. All he had was a fifth, or no, I want it was a pint. No, really. Well, I know I've put at least one of those, if not 2 of those watch hours on your stuff. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I'd go a little earlier, but, I just can't. Shut my camera off for a moment. There we go. That way Cantha can pick his nose as he needs to. Yeah, I'll take a look at what is that? That's okay, I'll keep that going. And I can maybe I'll come back to all that. I'll shut that down and I'll tell you what it is. Yeah, YouTube Studio. You've got YouTube Studio, don't you? I don't pay a dime for that. I got YouTube Music as well. But, we need a button on smartphones that'll take you right back. It'll take you back steps. Rather than plugging into history and all that. Yeah, YouTube Studio. I can do editing there and look at analytics and plus or minus members, block. I can do and I've blocked a shitload of them on YouTube. That's because after my channel got going and everybody was warring with me and a few undesirables, I'd just go to where I was already subscribed, look at their channel, and if they were anti me or Mike, basically I blocked them. And you've got Studio, yeah, then you've got enough watch hours in there too. Because normally I think you have to pay for it. Well, there are perks that come after. I forget what they even are. Once you have so many watch hours or so many subscribers, maybe that's what it is. Subscribers. I don't know. We need more of those drone footage. More drone footage. Like more cowbell. We need more drone footage from you, Mr. Reese. You see my emblem up there on the left, the top left? I saw one earlier, almost identical to that, but it had, instead of the skull, it had Trump there.
No,
I am going to get that. I will add that too. I will put that as an emblem in the corner if I keep going. Yeah. That'll tell people. gotta remember the guy. His name was Verlin. Verlin Marseille. He's on my he's in my Facebook contacts. He's a patriot. And he's a grower too. And I watched a few of his videos. He's in Michigan. I think, yeah, he's in Michigan. Videos of him doing pavers and all kinds of cement work around his house, and the grow too. So, yeah. Now, okay, we passed the 15-minute mark. At least I got someone to talk to. I'll keep it going. Why not? I don't like sitting here talking to myself. That kind of gets boring real quick. And I do realize you do have to work tomorrow. Right, as a hobbyist, yeah. You see where I'm at. You think I could pop a drone up here? No. I am too close to Jet City, you know. 757 on down. Yeah. I don't think I could pop a drone up here. Hobbyist or professional. Exactly. No, the FAA would definitely, the guys in the tower would detect it. Everything, I'd be done. You know, I think you gotta be a half a mile or a mile away to even go in the air from an airport. And you did notice, you know, just right there. Yeah, Battle Creek, or Kalamazoo Battle Creek Airport, they call it. I do believe. Maybe I think it's KBC on their radar. Kalamazoo Battle Creek Airport. I might be wrong on that though. Hey, I looked into becoming a pilot. I was married at the time. Didn't have the aspiration, but I should have. Some of the signs were there. Yeah, too many freaking rules. But you know, I see a lot of drone footage. Oh God, I wish I knew. I remembered their channel off the top of my head, but I don't. These guys, this guy, he uses Google Maps and finds an unusual place, goes there, pops his drone up, films it all. Miles around him. It's beautiful. I also watch Cave Explorers too. Action Adventure Twins. Shout out to those two guys. Young men that explore some of the most wonderful caves and rivers, cave lakes they've even found. They weren't the first though. Pretty much most everything's been discovered, but I do believe they've been in places where cavers haven't. You know, little branches. They decided, let's go look up here. They look everywhere, man. It's badass. The only problem I would have with being a caver, I'd have to take a bag with me. There's something about getting underground like that. that makes me wanna take a, yeah, pinch a loaf, drop a stool, yeah, one of them. But some basements do that to me too. If I get that smell of old basement, yeah, that makes me wanna go sit on the turlet, yeah. Let me change up the background there. There we go, that's a little different. Yeah, it's calming, active. Yeah, I'd like to, wish they would have put the moon that's bringing that light right there. It was an orange moon. Would have been beautiful. Hey, welcome aboard. There's two more. Yeah, there's two more than you and I, Mr. Reese. One of those is my phone. I keep that there just in case. Yeah, that way I can take action. My mods don't have to. I noticed they changed after your name. Of course, it's blue because you're a mod. But they put like a flag there rather than a wrench. Let me look at that. Okay, you're a standard moderator. That's all that means, I guess. You're a standard moderator. I want to give a shout out to Hassel. I haven't seen her in a couple weeks. She hasn't posted anything lately. Maybe she got tired of, I don't know, whatever she was doing. I was just kind of there hoping to hear her talk. Yeah, I'm smitten with her, but you know, her and I came to an understanding. I let her know on my first re-up show, look, you know, I'm not coming there, she's not coming here, but I can admire her from afar. I'm comfortable with that. Any man that's with her, I'd have to pat him on the back if I ever met him. But distance, yeah, I'm not selfish. I saw what inviting someone here does, and that's not a good thing, you know? Oh, wow. That's a lot of money, Mr. Reese. That's a lot of fucking cash. It's about what I've got saved up for new tires, and I want to have new bearings put in my cranks. I want to have ceramics put in. Those will last forever. My great grandchildren will be able to still ride that bike. The ceramics last, especially if you're not riding it on mountain bike trails. It's not what I use it for. Grocery getter. It's perfect. I found a similar tire to the last bike I had road tires put on it, and those cost me, by the time I was all done, almost $200. This time I found another company do this bike shop. They're only going to be about 50 a piece, plus the mechanics work, yeah, and the new bearings. I'll be able to get all that for under 200. But I've been saving cash. I think I'm about to hit the lottery. If I go to a CVS or or a store that accepts this new card I got. I'm supposed to get $229 a month on it. I think that's going to come in great time, great big time, handy, especially with vitamins and supplements that I want to get. Yeah, my cat just came in. I got it. I pet her and she takes a lick on me. Yeah, really cool cat. I've had to kind of curb her behavior. She's mellowed out and matured out. Really nice cat. That other one we had, the black and white with the mostly black with the white paws, white face. That one's gone. There will be a day we'll talk about that. This isn't the time or place to do that. Yeah. You know, there's a guy, a First Amendment auditor in Canada that uses a drone. It has to be under a certain weight. I'm not sure if he got those NAT license too or not. I'm trying to TNT. Yep. True North Transparency. TNT. Check out some of his videos. There's a lot where he doesn't use the drone, but he tells them, yeah, I got the drone up now. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, you do nothing because you don't own the airspace. He checks, of course, he checks, you know, how far they are from the airport and all that, but yeah. But it's under a certain weight, I understood. Canada may be different than America, though, as they always are. We thought the Brits were fancy pants. Fucking Canadians are fancy freaks. Yeah, he's the one that opened my eyes up to Toronto and the whole area around it. Yeah, we had a buddy on here that tried to play it up like that place was the spot. Nah. It's just as bad as some areas in Pittsburgh, we know what we're talking about, and downtown LA. Alright, let's see how this phone does. My last phone wouldn't charge up while I was on live. So we'll see what happens. Not only to you, but anyone else. Hey, you want to come up? You're more than welcome to. At the top of the chat, just hit that StreamYards thing if you're a YouTube subscriber. Just under a half a pound, yeah. Yeah, he said so many grams. I don't remember even what it was, but yeah, because he was at a police station, I believe, and he was telling him, oh, no, I'm sure it's like, it was under 200, I know, under 200 grams, 165 or something like that, and he says, yeah, I'm very up to date on what I can and can't fly in the air here. You're not within an airport or restricted airspace, military or otherwise. Man. And he wears a cowboy hat. You may recognize that. And sometimes he'll put on face covering. He says, yeah, I create my own privacy. Which is right. Yep. Yes, under 250 grams. I believe that was it. And he says, yeah, he said he was like 160 something, 165, 168. I don't know. You'd have to watch him. This. I got my housemates. What's happened is this. The front of the trailer is now where the head of the house, Mike, hangs out. It's beautiful in there, man. He had it painted. He just took his fish tank. His fish tank's sitting there empty, cleaned out. I think he's going to get rid of it. And then a great big TV above it. But a nice couch in the back. Nice, I don't know what you call that. Living room table, basically. Low seated. You sit there and watch TV. Hell, the TV takes up the whole space back there. And he's got a fridge back there and a lot of lighting. Yeah, and man cave, you betcha. Yeah, it is a man cave. And then his wife she just redid the living room, all new carpeting, all new, all wrap-around room couch, basically. You saw it. Just explaining to any of the viewers out there. I'm kind of hoping one of them, we're just ourselves right now. I told a young lady or two that I have a YouTube channel and they rarely watch. Young lady, I'm sorry, my bad. They were nearly my age, but under, so I call them young lady. She's got the living room in the evenings to herself. Yeah, she got it just as big a TV. Here's what, I never thought of this. The next TV I get, it's going to be bigger, and I'm going to buy the extended warranty on it. Here's what this fucker did. Hey, we're past the half hour mark. Here's what he did. He got about 3 months till it ran out, and then he claimed that the screen had lines through it, and he got a full replacement, free. That's still in the living room without lines in it. The new one is in his man cave. I'm thinking about going that route so my TV will last me double its life. I think he paid like $54. That's not bad for having a TV, 2 TVs for, yeah. I watched this guy get on the phone and end up with the meal that he was supposed to get through DoorDash or Uber Eats, and then get credit for exactly the same amount. I've watched him do that I don't know how many times. He knows how to complain. I give him so much credit for that. The man's a genius when it comes to that. Just a reminder, we're powered by StreamYard. Back out of that, yeah. Since we paid for this, I can put up my own logo, not theirs. And yeah, I choose to do that. I tell you, if I hit the lotto, big time, one of the first thing I would do is buy these two a brand new place with property, you know, and a fence, and a lawnmower, everything, you know. I'd make sure they were set. Maybe even until their grandkids were set. They've been really good to me. Beyond what they should have. Beyond what most people would. I'm not ungrateful. Not for a moment. I do pay rent. Oh yeah, full rent. I do whatever I can, you know, take out garbage or I've even shoveled snow where I really shouldn't have, but hey, old guy likes to test himself every now and then. Right now, I think I would invest in a barrel of fucking salt and be glad to, because I'd go out there every morning and spread salt throughout the driveway and outside of the driveway on the damn road, because the fool around here, he's got a salter and doesn't ever use it except for at the corners where there's a stop sign. Yeah, I haven't used it either, man, you know. I never got extended warranty on anything. But how you invest, you know, above $500. Now, I don't think I paid even $2 for the one I've got. That's only a 32 inch. I could do with probably a double that size, a 60 inch. You know, whatever, 62, 65, 68, whatever it is. Yeah, that'd be nice. Grandpa, I don't squint now, but yeah, the ears are gonna click on, and I don't want to have my face that close to the TV anyway. Well, since you're not coming up, I'm going to go full screen. If anyone comes up full screen, I should type that. There, that's what I want. I can't see them in the basement if they hit that link that's at the top of the chat. Yeah. Because that'll bring you right here, put you in my basement, and then right now I'm in a full screen mode. I really couldn't see them coming up. But yeah, I see, Mr. Reese. We're getting towards your hour here. Perfectly understandable. Well, I thought, remember Ryan? Yeah, I thought his mom is Beth. I thought maybe she'd want to pop up here, but She's been not going uphill lately. Sad. It's going to happen to us all eventually. Heart attack, stroke, or cancer. Those are the three top ones. Dementia, I think, comes in there too. That's probably what'll get me is dementia, because I think so much. I think too much, actually. Yeah, I'm a thinker. I have been my whole life. But I also have memories. It seems like a lot of my memories are tuned to music. I can kind of remember what music was around that specific era. Excuse me. Sorry, that was just force of habit. You didn't even hear me burp. I seen that TV channel. What am I saying? Excuse me for? I'm by myself. Because he was standing at the back where those guys were in the trunk, and he was peeing on the trunk. And he burped before he started pissing. Oh, excuse me. What am I saying excuse me for? There's nobody here. Hey, the captain's going to step out for just a moment. I will be momentarily back. All right, a little bit of Purell, I'm all set. Block 2, what are we talking about? I'm a little picky on who I block. I didn't block Hassel. Oh, no, never. No, I didn't block, I didn't block Zabeth. No, I didn't. She was on the show. She has been a guest since I restarted. Or maybe just before that. I think it was just before that. Yeah, she was a guest. Because she messaged me and says, am I blocked? And I checked and I didn't see her blocked. And then I had a show after she asked me and she came up. I don't know. You know, if you're not very active, you know, checking things out, it's kind of hard to tell. Check what's going on there. Charging? Yeah, we're good. All right. Yep, Captain is live. I just got a notification for that. Yep, all right. Oh wow, dude. All right. You know what? I I will check. I that thank you. I mean that. Yeah, her making a Trump comment. I think I did. To be honest with you, are we missing anything actually? I mean, think about it. Look at Ryan and her crutching him and the abuse he was getting from his woman, and yeah, it's not like the world will be less without him, right? I mean, that's sad to say, but I mean, you know. We've hit the 45-minute mark, right? I'm going to have to go, yeah, I know where to look. I can't do it right now, but I will check. But, you know, I'm kind of thinking that I'll just leave it at that, since it looks like there's just the two of us here, and she's not going to go through, you know, all that. One or two, maybe three. Right. Thank you, Mr. Reese, for coming tonight. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, nobody else offers their little opinions, but, you know, of course, people seem to think real selfishly these days. That's all right. I mean, you gotta worry about number uno, you know, numero uno. Yeah. But you know, if you're gonna watch some entertainment, want to be around people who are like-minded, and that's kind of why I want to go into politics, not myself professionally or anything like that. Yeah, I know that, Mr. Reese. You're right. But I'm thinking about going into political arguments. No, I'm telling you, I'm probably the generic low brand of, I don't dare say his name. I'm just the generic low brand. Andrew. Yeah, I'll say it. That's all I'm saying. He thinks I'm more. Andrew thinks more on a deeper plane. Let's call it. He wants to get down to the raw basics of the argument initially. Me, I just want to get to the argument and say you're wrong, and then be able to pull the clip up and go, here's proof. You know, we're right now we were at one time being overcome by anarchists. That's changing rapidly. We're taking away their funding is being under scrutiny. You can't just throw money at a radical plot to undermine the government and get away with it. Sorry, but you can't. married, you have children, you have grandchildren, you and your wife have lives, you know, they interact and they have things they need to do, things they like to do, things they want to do. Yeah, I get it, man. Yeah. You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for they can't afford pudding. That's right. Their funds are running out. I'd like to talk about all that. Yeah. I watch Matt Morris. Of course, Dan Bongino. He just got back on. Hell yeah. We love Dan Bongino. Hashtag Dan Bongino. You know, I'm going to do that right now. Let me do that. Yeah. Hashtag. Oh, what did I do there? Uh-oh. Let me change that. If I can. Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that down there. Yeah. I don't know what there are quick keys that I hit on the laptop that I shouldn't have hit. I don't want the captain's face out. Put me in the corner where I belong. Maybe that's what it did. Yeah, it did a shift. Yeah, that's what it did. There we go. Yeah, I'll stay down here in the corner. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Go back to full screen. There's nobody in the chat that wants in. Nope. Don't see any in the invite column. Yeah, all right. Should have did that on my phone. Yeah, those radicals. The problem is they've been indoctrinated not only from the media, but they've been indoctrinated at school. See, there's 2 points of conversion that has occurred. It's in the schools and it's in the media. And then amongst each other, you know, when they gather, yeah, did you hear what Trump said? And that was all lie and bullshit, but that's how somebody misinterpreted it and said, hey, you know what Trump said? And they all regurgitated. You know what? Morton Downey Jr., not Iron Man, his dad, he had a show, oh my God, and he called these liberals for what they are. They're pablum pukers, each and every one of them. And they puke out all their crap just to make themselves feel better from their belly aching. Think about it. You make yourself belly ache, what are you going to do? You're going to puke all that baby formula you got pumped into you, pussy. I tell you, Alex Jones too. I liked him, and then there was too much commercial shit piled on, and I backed away, and then whatever happened with him, you know. He got put in jail, prison, whatever. There's another guy I was leading to. Stoner effect. Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck is a guy I'll listen to. He's quite a bit calmer and not so presumptuous. Alex Jones has his credibility, but Glenn Beck has been solid. He hasn't made any outlandish But I tell you, amongst all of them, Dan Bongino, former assistant FBI director, that's the man, because he was there before he got the job. Not during. The man didn't disclose crap, and he stayed away, but he let his channel run with a brilliant young lady. I can't remember her name right now. But anyway, and then he's back now, since he's not in the FBI. He's not divulging secrets or anything like that. Yeah, but he is getting out there what we need to hear, no matter how raw or truthful it may be. Sometimes you need to take a bite in the ass to gain serenity. Witness. I got a feeling, he did say that he was only going to do it for about a year. I got a feeling that he had to undergo a lot of physical stress, emotional stress, psychological stress, just to bring himself up to par where he could be the assistant director. Yeah, hashtag Dan Bunny. You know what? I'll do that. Since I spoke with a man, no. My hashtags, I put it up, that may get me something. $25 in credit for every referral. I see it didn't come up in blue. Who knows? Well, no shit. I've never seen anything that his wife has done. Another guy I follow is Mr. Reagan. The problem with Mr. Reagan, I will hashtag him too. Hashtag Mr. Reagan. You have to put it all together. Mr. Reagan, the only problem with, and I didn't blow up blue there either. Mr. Reagan, he's here's the problem with that man. The problem with Mr. Reagan is this: he's ambiguously gay. Because he's so well pronounced, and the way he puts things out, and the wine crowd he hangs out in, 2/3 of them are gay or lesbian, and he's picked up certain vocal attributes that make him sound like he's gay, but he's not. He likes those angry blonde women like I do. You see, there's at least one out of two that's intelligent there, Mr. Reese. I like Mr. Reagan. He's ambiguously gay. He needs to find a way to get rid of the gayness in his voice and his mannerisms. Because he's not gay, but because he's intellectual, it makes him sound more fruity. Let's call it what it is. Fruity Pebbles. Yeah. That's good rhythm and blues. When the show's over, you know it's coming back on. Yeah, the hard rock is back. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's come to this. Oh yeah. Billy Morrison. Yep. I think I can do that. While I'm still here. Yeah, I can. Yep, it's come to this. Yep. Right there. Oh, I like that. I like this new phone. It's so much easier. So much easier. There you go. Absolutely. Well, I believe in America. After you're 18, do be whatever you're gonna do and be. I mean, the only problem I have with that is, and that falls into another category of mine, perverseness. I spent, I can't remember the hours I had in. I do remember I had interviewed 1,100 gay men, and they all had their story to tell you on what turned them. And that put me at odds with Johns Hopkins, because I told them that I was doing a thesis on how it wasn't you were born wanting to suck dick and get a dick up your ass. You were indoctrinated. And I had proof. And I was told by Johns Hopkins and the assistant dean, not the dean, but the guy just below him, that I'd never get anywhere if Johns Hopkins didn't agree with my thesis. And the other thesis was on alcoholism. It's chemical conditioning. It's not a disease, it's chemical conditioning. Why are so many alcoholics so much alike? It's from the chemical conditioning, not from a disease that's made you have the same the same mannerisms, the same thinking, the same way of being who they are. Exactly. Yeah, we do. We need to let them know who we are. See, with the government we have presently, that's safe. But what if it was completely opposite and that fucking winch, that wicked witch from the West had won? We'd be in a whole different country right now. I'm stepping away from the keyboard. Captain needs a refill. I will be right back. Enjoy the background. All right. That didn't take long. You know, I'll get a copyright, but I won't get a copyright strike. The creator allows this. I could put that in there. I don't have it that exactly. Let me do a banner. Oh, excuse me, my latest one. There we go. There's my latest banner. Michigan is a legal recreational marijuana state where I am currently. All products were purchased legally from the local dispensary called Loom, actually. Yep. I haven't been to another dispensary in quite a while. If I had, I'd give them a shout out. Loom does not promote nor endorse this channel whatsoever. You never know what copyright shit people will throw up there that aren't for you. So you kind of put that out there and say, hey, you know, I haven't gotten their endorsement. But you know what? I would absolutely will. Let me hashtag that. There we go. I keep doing these hashtags, and I may find out days later that, hey, because I promoted them, I get $25 credit. I'll keep doing that. Yeah, let me double up on that last one there. There we go. You never know. No shit. Dude, I need to find an old grower who's grown pot that isn't this crap. I got a feeling my friend's dad, I'm his friend too. I'm his dad's friend as well. He may be what I'm looking for. If not, my old dealer. He had a house trailer right next to his trailer that he used only for growing, indoors and outdoors. Yeah, I went to check on him. Check old Greg. That's the only name I'm giving. Greg is a doppelganger for Red Chili Peppers drummer. Yeah, he looks same look, same mannerisms. It's like it's the same dude and the same age too. Hell yeah, I'm gonna fire that pipe up. Why not? This pipe has Snowball as the base flower. And then I took and got some Cheech and Chong's. Hang on. Cheech and Chong's live rosin. And I put a great big chunk of that in a pile of that Snowball. And then I added in some hash. I'll tell you about that in just a second here. Bubble hash. Uplifted. Yep, I put that in there on top of that rosin. And kind of mixed it all together into like a little ball of pot-covered rosin and resin. Yeah. And a little bit in the bottom of the bowl and put the rest in the bowl, and here we are. I've hit it, I think, 3 or 4 times, and it still doesn't look as bad. This bowl will last me throughout tonight and throughout the day tomorrow, and then maybe into the next morning. That's how potent it is, and that's how it's not uplifting, but it does get you stoned. We're going to talk in the next videos about THCA and how it's ruined all the dispensaries, medical and recreational. That THCA needs to go, because what it does is it diminishes the cannabinol. That's a psychoactive ingredient. And the more they diminish that, the more you're smoking roller coaster dope. I'm stoned while I'm smoking it. 20 minutes later, it's like, I was that high then? Wow. If it was the other way around, you would buy a lot less, and smoke a lot less. I can remember smoking an average sized joint and smoking half of it, roaching it, and being high for the next 2, 3, 4 hours. You can't do that today. They don't have anything like that. I got a feeling there are a lot of private growers out there that do have it. I need to get up to Houghton Lake. There's a guy up near Houghton Lake there that has a seed bank. He's a seed bank, and he teaches you how to grow, how to make gummies, all kinds of shit. I got a feeling if I talk to him and say, let me buy a strain of seeds, that'll get me that kind of high, not this today bullshit. I think, I forget what it is. It's Uncle somebody or other. If you go Uncle Houghton Lake, that'll probably bring you up on him. He has the seeds down. I don't want to buy pot from him, no, unless it's legal to buy that kind of pot from him. But he also owns a restaurant up there too, I understand. Oh, no, a bar. Yeah. Wow, that's cool as hell, Mr. Reese. Hell yeah, cash out on that. 25, yeah, you got $100 up? Hell yeah, man. No, yeah. I'm lighting the bolt. Yeah, I'll show you. I don't mind that. I'm doing all the other crap. I didn't even put the banner up tonight. I just put up the generic background. Yep. There you go. Yep. Ship Moon, the captain. See, I go to this trouble looking for shit, and I'm just not getting enough comeback, you know. People don't realize just how pirated we all become. I may hold you to it, Mr. Reese. All right, sir. Hell yes, man. I'll see you later. I see I got another one up here on board. Go ahead and speak up. The captain is ready to hear you. Hey, I want to give a shout out to AC at the shit show. Always give you a thumbs up, man, but I don't even want to touch and chat. I don't want to create no problems. And you got nobody that'll ever hear me talk shit about you. No, that just don't happen. Another shout out to one other, a mentor for YouTube. He's sitting there in Canada. Dirty Mike. I'll give you a shout out, man. Although you can't be on here and you won't be on here. Yeah. Let's see, who else I want to give a shout out? Hustle again. Thank you. Let me give another shout out. God, I forgot about Mr. JB and the on the Isle of Wight. You, your lady, and that wonderful little furry ball of energy of a dog you have. Right on, brother. It's been a pleasure watching your videos, man. You always get a thumbs up. If not a thumbs up and a comment. Glad to see it, man. Yeah, I'm shutting her down. Let me get that banner shut off. There we go. That way it's not on there the next time I start a show. Yeah, let's let me upload this. Hey, there we are. Hey, full screen. Hey, hello. Anyway, thank you from Mr. Reese. I'm going to shut it down unless whoever just came up decides to talk to me. If you talk to me, I'll stay on longer. That's how this show goes. Cheers, Captain Morgan and Coke. And I am getting high. I'm in Michigan, and I only smoke recreational weed purchased from my local dispensary. That's right. I would give a shout out to Night Nurse. I haven't seen her in forever. She used to follow me and comment every now and then. I'm not going to forget about those who've supported me in the past. It says I have over 200 subscribers. I don't know where they've been. They get notification because I make sure of it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Where are we at? We're at an hour 20. I'll go another 10 minutes. We'll see what happens. No one comes up. I'll jump. I'll anchor the ship and shut the bar down here on the Tempest. You are aboard the Tempest here at the Captain's Table, number 12. That's right. What I'm trying to do is impress anyone that I've invited lately. I'm not average, and I'm not boring, but I need someone to inspire the imagination that I have. I'm never too old to do the right things, you know. I may shut down a little earlier if I'm not going to get any response. Again. That's what I like about these. If you pay attention to them, they go out. Yeah, that's a good thing. The older you get, right? But here's the thing. Yeah, well, it was more than 10 years ago. I started drinking. I didn't start drinking until I was in my 50s. For some reason, I was laying down and smoking. Ignorantly. And I woke up and shit was smoldering right next to me. I mean, not that far away, because I laid my cigarette on it and it went into the mattress. I just grabbed a cup of water and went as I was sitting up and put it right out. I never lay down and smoke anymore. I'm always vertical. Yeah, you smoke, be vertical. And I never get up in the middle of the night and light up. Just something about drinking that night, laying there, I wanted to hit a cigarette. And then I fell out and started my mattress on fire. But I caught it just, it was, I don't know, about a chunk about that big that I put out. And shit happens, right? You have to humble yourself. Because regardless, I'm just a man. That's all. Nothing more or nothing less. Alright, I think I'm going to get out of here since that other, my other viewer there doesn't want to speak up. That's alright. Thanks for being here. You want to watch what happened? What Mr. Reese and I discussed? You're more than welcome to rewind and check it all out. There was no pre-show this time. There won't be the next time either. Mr. Reese says Friday night. This is Monday. That's more than a probability. We'll be up here again Friday night. I might do something in between. Just to get stoned rather than sit here and drink. And, yeah, just do it, get stoned. But anyway, thank you for everyone that showed up. And I'm gonna definitely change the genre of the music. It's not gonna be rhythm and blues. It will be rock, hard rock. Yeah, we have metal rock coming up soon. All right. Good night and sweet dreams, y'all. We'll see you later.